All right, good day, viewers. Welcome to my channel. If you are viewing for the first time, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Okay, today I'll be talking about things that are harmful to our snails, what kills our snails in our farms. This has become a challenge for many farmers out there who have been experiencing some certain issues in their farm. Okay, the most important thing is that before you start up your snail farm, the environment matters a lot. The environment where you are setting your farm, where the farm will be situated, really matters a lot. It really matters a lot when you're starting a snail farming. First of all, being the farmer, you are the one to take all necessary management of the day-to-day activities in the farm. So it is a responsibility to take care of the snails, to ensure the snails are feeding well, to ensure the snails' well-being is a major priority to you. So the environment is first thing you need to consider first. A good conducive environment that can easily be prone to activities, flood, rainfall that can a rainfall that can result to flood. Such kind of environment that you know that there's no drainage, so you avoid such kind of place for your snail farm. And that thing again is to have the knowledge on how snake can be fed. Because if you're not giving snake the right nutrients or the right feed, it can affect the snake well-being. For instance, you don't feed snake with salt. Salt is very dangerous for snake. Salt, cooking salt, is very dangerous for snake. When you feed your snake with anything that have salt content, it's harmful to the snake, and that can result to what mortality in the farm. Snake don't feed on salt, so we should avoid salt in our snake food. Whatever has salt content should not be feed should not be given to the snake for feeding. Cooked food with salt content, cook either rice, whatever food that have salt should be avoided. Snake don't feed on salt, so that's one thing you should consider while feeding your snake. Whatever has salt content should be avoided. Another thing again, perished food. When you feed your snail a particular food, and of course is right, the right time to feed our snail is at the night hour. We need the hour of 6 7 or 8 p.m. because snail is mostly active at night. So it is best advisable to feed our snail during the night hour. Snail is a nocturnal animal that normally feed at night. They do most of the activities during the night hour. It carry out most of its activities during the night. So the best time to feed our snails is at the night hour. So if you feed your snail at the daytime, the snail will not. That's when the snails are resting. So if you bring out your feed at the daytime, the snail will not feed on it. So the best time to feed is at the from the night hour. That's the best time to drop the feed for the snail. And we come in the morning probably at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. You see the feed, your feed there. You see the leftover feed the snails have feed on, and it is very very hygienic to remove that leftover feed. The first thing in the morning, remove that leftover feed because when you leave it there for probably about 1 or 2 days later, that food can decay, and once it decay, it can result to mortality. Once the food is decay, it can affect the snail well-being. Snail don't feed on perished food. Snail don't feed on spoiled food. So these are things that can affect snails. The first thing I said you should look out for is the environment, and that thing again is the food, the kind of food you are feeding your snails. Another thing again is the sunlight. You don't set your snail in an environment where there is excessive heat, where there is direct sunlight. These are things that can kill our snails. Where there's a direct sunlight, it can affect the snails. A place where there's enough heat, it can affect the snails. Snails prefer a very cool environment. A very cool environment. That's where snake can thrive more. That's where snake can grow well. So you look at the kind of feed you feed the snail, you look at the environment where you are setting up your farm, and you look at yes, the environment and the temperature of the place matters really a lot. The kind of temperature around the environment where the farm is being situated, and it is your responsibility to do the needful of the management, the day-to-day management. It is your responsibility to cater for such management. Snail don't feed on salt content. Whatever has salt content should be avoided. Acidic food should be avoided. Perished food should be avoided. We don't feed our snails with bread, with snack, no. We don't feed our snails with all of that. Snails mostly feed on vegetables. Vegetables on fruits. Pawpaw is there, is a rich one for snail. The potato peas is a rich one. The watermelon is a rich one. And some other rich vegetables which you can feed our snails. Those are things you can feed our snails. You don't feed snails with cooked food. Please don't feed your snails with cooked food, your homemade food. It is very dangerous. You won't know, but by the process you begin to feed your snail with cooked food, such will result to what? To mortality. So these are the things you need to consider while trying to before you start your snail farm. And it is important you being the owner of the farm or whoever is taking care of the snails, you have this knowledge on how to ensure the snails are well-being, the right food for them, what should be avoided, the temperature. Those are things you should look at before you set up your snail farm. It is really, really important. So those are things that affect the well-being of our snails. Some persons say, I stock snail up to a month, my snails are not up to a month, and I've experiencing some high rate of death, high rate of mortality. If you are not putting out, if you're not putting out the right practices, if you're not putting out the right measures on how to take care of our snails, this is what will really happen. These are challenges you face because you are not doing the best practices. Yes, you're not doing the best practices. So that's when you begin to see numerous challenges. The kind of feed you give our snails matters a lot. There are things you don't feed snails, there are things you also feed snails. So when you put out these measures, you see your snail will grow well. So please, like I said earlier, the environment, the type of feed, the temperature of where the pen is being situated, those are things that matters. Insects, you should be be worried about insects because there are some insects that can be around. Sometimes you can find creeping insects probably can be around the area where your snake pen is being situated. You look at the measures. There's a way you can even construct your snake pen. You construct it in a way that we prevent such creeping insects. So that's why you have to seek out for expert before you go into snake farming. You seek out for experts who tell you the right kind of snake pen you have to construct. Yes, that kind of pen we construct which can prevent creeping insect that can invade our snails. So these are important things we should look out for. Hygiene matters a lot. The right time to take over the leftover feed, you do it timely. You don't leave the feed there in the pen so that by the time it gets decayed, it can result to mortality, and the snails will be infected when there is a decay food inside that pen for a very long time. So we should look out for this process, look out for this important information because when your snails are dying, probably you have no knowledge of what is going on. That's why I said seek knowledge first before starting up snail farming. Alright, you can drop your comment from the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and enlightening video about snail farming. We'll be bringing you more updates, be teaching you on the things you need to know on how to take care of your snails and certain things you need to avoid during the process of growing your snails. Thank you for viewing. You're welcome.